Welcome to Daily Synchronicity, where each day I share a quote or a passage from a book or article I find inspiring. I pull some tarot and oracle cards for you and leave you with a powerful, perhaps synchronistic message and affirmation. Think of it as your morning routine for the mystical. Think of it as your daily wink from the universe. Hello, fellow cosmic travelers. A bit of a sensitive topic today, my friends, but a subject Spirit is bringing up for us today. If this subject is triggering for you, by all means, tune out, but I feel like this is something we don't talk enough about because there's a shame attached to it, and that is the wound of rejection and how to deal with it. This message is meant to help the collective heal from this universal wound that rarely gets brought up. When we learn to see things as they truly are, we see that rejection is not personal at all. Nothing ever is. In today's Excerpts That Inspire, I'll be reading a passage from The Inner Work, An Invitation to True Freedom and Lasting Happiness by Matthew Micheletti, if I'm saying that right, and Ashley Cottrell, also known as Matt and Ash. Then, of course, I'll be pulling some cards and finish with a meditative affirmation. All right, here we go. Due to the traumatic experiences the wound of rejection is usually spawned from, it can be extremely difficult to talk about or face. Thus, out of defense, the mind denies, buries, and represses incidences of rejection, ultimately rejecting reality. This is due to internalizing trauma or shame rather than seeing it as a projection of the other person's theme of consciousness. The rejection we experience from others is not personal, nor is it true. The wound of rejection is only ignorance begetting ignorance, hurt people hurting people. And because it is ignorance that creates rejection, everyone involved is actually innocent. This doesn't mean that an abuser's actions weren't a violation and don't need to be held accountable. It's a reminder that any trauma can only come from a traumatized source. To let go of the wound of rejection and heal from its abuse, we have to replace it with compassionate understanding for ourselves and others. Those who rejected, traumatized, abused, or hurt us are only projecting their own reflections, traumas, abuse, or hurt. Our impressionable mind then made these painful projections about us, but it was never about us. We were, and always are, innocent. The wound of rejection subconsciously repeats cycles of abuse that were handed down to us. Thus, abused people tend to abuse others. To heal, our traumas need to be put in our past as something that does not negatively define us. If we don't, similar scenarios as the original trauma will trigger the mind to think the trauma is still happening now, thus stealing our present as well. There needs to be a clear separation between what happened in the past and our new experiences. Otherwise, we carry the trauma with us forever, as in PTSD. Our innocence is still there and can never be taken, only temporarily hidden due to misidentification with the trauma of an experience. It is important to acknowledge this cycle so as not to go another day internalizing the rejection others projected onto us. We have to give it back in a sense. See the pain of the other person clearly. They have been rejected, abused, traumatized, or hurt, and tried to pass it on to us. But we don't have to accept it. Therefore, we are their greatest teacher and mirror, only reflecting what is being rejected within themselves. We are infinitely and unconditionally loved, even if those around us didn't know how to properly express it and ended up hurting us traumatically instead. To escape shame, the mind needs to cast blame onto its perpetrators in order to stop identifying with the energy of the experience. Setting healthy boundaries with our abusers is also necessary. And while this can temporarily move us out of self-sabotage and into the next theme of judgment, it is not the final solution. Whatever rejection we have felt due to others' projections, know that they were living with that same rejection themselves, probably even worse. They are not getting away with anything. Our ultimate healing will eventually come through forgiving all those who wronged us in the past, therefore setting ourselves free. This will naturally arise later in our journey, for when we hold a grudge, we remain trapped in the cycles of rejection. In order to remember our own innocence, we have to also remember theirs. For as we do unto others, we do unto ourselves. While this may seem impossible at the moment, the freedom that comes through forgiving ourselves and others will naturally reveal itself as we transition through the themes of consciousness. We can also heal the wound of rejection by helping and supporting others who have similar experiences. The greatest healers are the ones who have endured suffering and turn their own traumatic experiences into wisdom for others' healing. Healed people heal people. The message today is from the Three of Pentacles. Instantly, I think of how everything exists in relationship. It takes some effort and willingness to forgive and to heal. Divine guidance is suggesting here that if you do the work to heal, you will be blessed. But not just you. There will be a blessing on everyone in your orbit, and your healing will heal others. The Three of Pentacles can also represent the connection between the mind, body, spirit. When it comes to forgiveness, the three work together. See, because you consciously choose with your mind to release negative emotions, which will then reduce stress and tension in the physical body. When you choose forgiveness for yourself and others, you will find a sense of spiritual peace and renewal as you let go and embrace compassion. Spirit wants you to reflect today on the message from the Ace of Wands. I feel that some of you who are watching this may have been asking for a fresh start, but maybe not sure how you can have that rebirth or how to get it. The message I'm getting here is the first step is forgiveness. If you gave up on a goal or a dream, now is the time to forgive yourself. It isn't until you clear your mind, body, and spirit of past hurts and resentments that you will get a clear message from your higher self. Inspiration from the divine comes from when you remember who you are and you delete all the negative programming, false beliefs, fears, and so on from your ego and your psyche. Spirit wants to remind you with the Nine of Pentacles the importance of self-discipline and restraint. Whatever you do, you're being reminded to do it for the good of all, not just for your own interest. It's easy to believe that we're separate here in the physical plane and that it's every man for himself, but we're all the same. What benefits me benefits you. What hurts you hurts me, because we're all connected. We're all the same. We're all stardust, and the divine is within us all. So remember, as you raise your vibration and you work to attract what you seek, as you heal, as you grow toward enlightenment, you're raising the consciousness of all beings on the planet. The oracle message today is going to come from the Wild Offering deck. Mistakes. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child in me, so he or she feels loved, no matter what. If you made it this far in today's Daily Synchronicity, definitely give your inner child a hug. Our affirmation time today comes from Joseph Murray, author of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. In his chapter on forgiveness, he enlightens us with this technique I'm about to share with you. So you can use this as a daily affirmation or for a certain person or situation. I'm going to modify it a little bit for us to use as an affirmation. It goes like this. I'm going to quote directly from the book and then modify it a little bit for us today. The following is a simple method which works wonders in your life as you practice it. Quiet your mind, relax, and let go. Think of God and His love for you, and then affirm, I fully and freely forgive, mention the name of the offender. I release him or her mentally and spiritually. I completely forgive everything connected with the matter in question. I am free, and he or she is free. It's a marvelous feeling. It is my day of general amnesty. I release anybody and everybody who has ever hurt me. I wish for each and every one health, happiness, peace, and all the blessings in life. I do this freely, joyously, and lovingly. And whenever I think of the person or persons who hurt me, I say, I have released you, and all the blessings of life are yours. I am free, and you are free. It is wonderful. Now, the great secret of true forgiveness is that once you have forgiven the person, it is unnecessary to repeat this prayer or affirmation. Whenever the person comes to your mind or the particular hurt happens to enter your mind, wish the offender well and say, peace be to you. Do this as often as the thought enters your mind. You'll find that after a few days, the thought of the person or experience will return less and less often until it fades into nothingness. So let's say this affirmation together as I've modified it a little bit. If you have a certain hurt in mind or person, you can direct your thoughts to that situation or just repeat the phrases after me. Take a centering breath. Quiet your mind. Relax. And let go of any tension in the body. And repeat after me. I fully and freely forgive those who have hurt me. I release them mentally and spiritually. I completely forgive everything connected with this matter. I am free, and they are free. I release anybody and everybody who has ever hurt me. I wish for each and everyone health, happiness, peace, and all the blessings of life. I do this freely, joyously, and lovingly. Whenever I think of those who have hurt me, I say, I have released you, and all the blessings of life are yours. I am free, and you are free. Again, let's meditate on whatever you need to release with forgiveness. And one more time, just repeat after me. I fully and freely forgive those who have hurt me. I release them mentally and spiritually. I say, I have released you, and all the blessings of life are yours. I am free, and you are free. Go forth, my fellow cosmic travelers, in compassion and love and forgiveness. Seek your fortunes, dream your dreams, live your most creative life, and watch for your daily wink from the universe. Namaste.